Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to day 9, I believe, of spoiler talk for Commander Legends. Not so many cards for you today, but some of them are really spicy, and some of them I think are going to be a ton of fun. Again, we're back on MTG Goldfish because they do the nice translations for us. I'll just do a quick skim through. Etched foiling of Eureka, very nice. Can't wait to stick that in the Commander deck. And yeah, some nice reprints. Let's get into the individual cards first of all. So first thing up, we have Isior, Wardening Familiar. It's 1 and a blue for legendary creature bird. It is a 1/3 with flying. Spells your opponent's cast that target one or more commanders you control. Costs 3 more to cast, and it has partner. So on the face of it, this seems like a backup commander. So you partner this with a commander with an ability that you really want to make the most of. So if you end up with one of the mythic partners, and nothing else really sticks out to you, you can run this as the commander for that to make it harder for them to get rid of. So in limited, I think it's going to be really good. You also stick it up. You can also combine it with like Warden, which is probably one of my favourite cards still of the set. It's got flying and it's hard to target, so you can suit this up and smash face with this. Probably like an aura style thing. That seems like it could be a load of fun. But yeah, cool card, good for draft, and again, good protecting a commander. So next we have Hull Breacher, 2 and a blue for a creature merfolk pirate. It is a 3/2 with flash. If an opponent would draw a card except the first one they draw in each of their draw steps, instead you create a treasure token. So it's like a less oppressive Notion Thief, I guess, that ramps you instead. Notably, it's only for each additional card they. Sorry. You only, no matter how many additional cards they draw, you only get 1 treasure, I believe. So like Windfall doesn't get you like 7 treasures, something like that. It's still only 1, but it's good. I'm not sure if blue needs this type of thing, but it's interesting how they're taking ramp in blue. It being tied to artifact makes sense. A few other pirates make treasure, and this goes in more than just the pirate deck, I think. There may be a flash deck now, whether it's blue-black or Sultai or green-blue. Yeah, this could be fun. Yeah, this is a rampy style creature, which is interesting to see the way they're taking it in blue. Again, I do think these abilities could be on white, maybe not the flash part, but the drain style thing, but like the taxing style effects. But cool card, we like it. Okay, I don't think people were expecting Mana Drain to be reprinted in this set, but Mana Drain is a blue and a blue for an instant. Counter target spell. At the beginning of your next main phase, add an amount of colourless mana equal to that spell's converted mana cost. So this card is relatively oppressive. It's the counterspell equivalent of Mana Crypt, if I'm honest. It's good, but it's very extra. Like you don't feel like you need to play this card to have fun in Commander. It's like Mana Crypt. It's a good card, but it's only ever 1 card in the deck. The effect that this does is very, very stupid though, because the ability to make mana off of so the tempo play of countering one of your opponent's spells is already good. Generally, they're going to be casting a higher drop speed creature or spell. You can encounter it for just 2 mana. The fact that you get the mana back is so oppressive. Yeah, great card for Cube as well. That is where my Mana Drain currently is. It's in my excuse me. It's in the powered package for one of my cubes. If you open one, awesome. If it goes down in price, make the decision if you want to pick one up because it will go back up. Yeah, you do you. But yeah, very good card. If you're trying to optimize for competitive and CEH and all that kind of stuff, then that's where this kind of gets a bit more value. Okay, next we have our first multicolored commander of the day, I believe. Reyev, Master Smith. It is a red and a white for legendary creature, Dwarf Artificer, and it is a 2/2. Whenever an enchanted or equipped creature you control attacks, that creature gains double strike until end of turn. So this is obviously good in like the buff equipment-y aura style deck. Decent in limited. I think this is going to be like, again, with the uncommon ones, it seems the way they're going is they're letting you get one, basically. I don't think you're going to be struggling to get a commander in this set, which is really good, because the biggest feel bad in limited in this set would be if you draft this really sweet 2-color deck and the colors are open, but you never see a commander in those colors. The fact that we have partner, the fact we have uncommon and rare multicolored cards is really good, and this will be good in limited. Outside of that, I don't think it's I mean, it probably still will do work, but I think there's better combinations that do more interesting things. A lot of the creatures you're going to be buffing, like out in the wild, will already have double strike, if I'm honest with you, that kind of thing. There's plenty of like 2-mana 1/1s with double strike floating around, which you're probably going to put in your equipment deck, or you're going to be playing more interesting effects. But in Limited, I think this card's cool. We'll see how much play gets outside of that. Okay, moving on. We're leaning into the broken stuff we're going to get into. So Sakushima's Will. That's probably going to be a clue of what's coming up next. 3 and a blue for a sorcery. Choose one. If you control a commander as you cast a spell, you may choose both. Target opponent chooses a creature they control, you gain control of it. Or choose a creature you control, each other creature you control becomes a copy of that creature until end of turn. So there's some very dumb things you can do with this. Turn all your board into your best creature. That seems really good. I think you're going to be using the second ability on this a bit more than the first, but it's still decent to have. Again, this is the top ability is something that won't come up that often, but when it does, is going to be backbreaking. If there's like a if there's like a Voltron commander, which this set I think will lead to more Voltron commander being built because there's just a ton of them that's been printed. And it's not until end of turn, so if they have one creature out and it's their commander, then that's just game over for them. They're not going to have a good time. But yeah, at the bottom ability, I'm assuming there's some very broken stuff you can do with that. And it goes into the deck of our next mythic that we've got spoiled today. I love this card. Sakushima of 1,000 Faces, 3 and a blue for a legendary creature, human rogue. It is a 3/1. You may have Sakushima of 1,000 Faces enter the battlefield as a copy of another creature you control, except it has Sakushima of 1,000 Faces' other abilities. The other abilities are, the legend rule doesn't apply to permanents you control. It has partner. Just drink that in for a sec. This is stupid. This is so stupid. I really love this card. The first thing that comes to mind is Kamal. Anyone? This Kamal and a load of clone effects. You go to combat, you win. That seems insane. But this is really good with any partner that has a scalable ability. Someone like Ravos or Rayhan or Vial Smasher even. Getting like 3 or 4 Vial Smashers out, so you're just pinging opponents wildly, seems awesome. Yeah, I want to play this with a load of clone effects, so you can clone your partner and really take advantage of that card. It includes Planeswalkers as well. If you can clone Planeswalkers, that's dumb. If you can copy the black one from the set or the red one and get like the triple damage type thing, that could be so insane. Yeah, I'm looking forward to building this. I think this one. So all the mythics in the set are really hyper. They're so good. This one may be my favorite just because of the amount of play it gives. And the other thing as well is that you obviously don't have to copy your partners. You can just play. You can play all the best legendaries with all the best effects, and then clone them and just do some really insane things. I'm going to be brewing something with this very shortly. Hopefully, we'll have a instant deck tech coming up in the next couple of days with this card. Check that out. Okay, moving on to Sakushima's Protege. 4 blue for a creature shapeshifter. It is a 3/1 with Flash and Cascade. You may have Sakushima's Protege enter the battlefield as a copy of any permanent that's entered the battlefield this turn. So generally speaking, you're going to be copying one of your opponent's creatures. At 6 mana, it's probably going to be a decent permanent. Permanent. It could copy a Planeswalker. Isn't that fun? Generally speaking, clones that are more than like 3 or 4 mana aren't very good. But the fact that this being 6 obviously sucks. But the Flash is good, and the Cascade means that you are going to get 6 mana's worth of value out of this card. So this doesn't just play in the Cascade deck. It plays in any deck that can cast this reasonably. Any deck that wants to be holding up mana. So like a control-y style thing where you're going to be answering your opponent's things. When they finally get something through your answers, they're like, oh, sweet, I landed my Grave Titan. Then you're like, aha, I have a Grave Titan, as well as the top card on my library that costs 5 or less. That's really good. I like this card. It'll go in the Sakushima build that I end up building. Okay, next we have Coercive Recruiter. 4 and a red for a creature Orc Pirate. It is a 4/3. Whenever Coercive Recruiter or another pirate enters the battlefield under your control, they gain control. Sorry, I'm reading way too quickly. Apologies. Whenever Coercive Recruiter or another pirate enters the battlefield under your control, gain control of target creature until end of turn. Untap that creature. Until end of turn, it gains haste and becomes a pirate in addition to its other types. So, please correct me if I'm wrong, but is this just not another combo card with Kiki and Splinter Twin? I know you don't have flash compared to Zealous Conscripts, but it's a pirate. Why not? It's a bit more on theme with pirates, if I'm honest with you. So that's fun. Yeah, if you're playing the combo stuff, then this is added redundancy for that deck. And in limited, it's just a good pirate card. Like there's a few interesting pirate cards. They've been given some cool effects. So there's another pirate which lets you steal stuff. There's a pirate that does extra damage. It's just added tools for the pirate deck, which is cool. It's giving it more abilities. I wonder what the pirate command is going to be of choice after this. Whether you just stick with Admiral Beckett Brass, or maybe one of the partners from the set will be like the most busted version. My guess would be Admiral Beckett Brass, just because having access to black is going to be better. Just more choices. But then, I don't know. Let me know what you think down below. What is the pirate commander of choice for you all? Is it Moroform? 5 color pirates. There we go. We did it. Okay, cracking on. We have Kanji, Skye, Warden. It's 3 white-blue for legendary creature, bird, wizard. It is a 3/3 with flying and vigilance. When Kanji, Skye, Warden attacks, attacking creatures with flying get +2/+0 until end of turn, and whenever Kanji blocks, blocking creatures with flying get +0/+2 until end of turn. So this is the commander for the flying tribal deck, which was pretty obvious very early on in the set that was going to be a thing. So interesting to note is that the block effect does include, it doesn't say just your creatures. So if your opponents have blockers too, and someone swings into them, they get the buff as well, which is kind of cool. There's probably a better bird commander out there, but I might be wrong. This seems good in limited. A 5 mana 3/3 flyer is fine, but it swings as a 5/3. I hope I said that correctly. A 5 mana 3/3 flyer is fine, but when it swings as a 5/3 is pretty good. So yeah, play unlimited, see how it goes outside. So another card that goes in that deck specifically is Kanji's Lieutenant, 2 and a white for a creature, bird, soldier. It is a 1/1 with flying. Whenever it attacks, attacking creatures with flying get +1/+1 until end of turn. It also has Encore for 5 and a white. So the stats on this card are pretty pitiful, if I'm honest with you. But it'll go in the equipment deck because you'll be able to kind of buff it up, hopefully, with some of the equipment. However, again, it does attack as a 2/2, importantly. But the Encore part of this makes this just be a win condition. If you can go a bit wider with the flying deck. I haven't seen any Spirit Token makers, oddly, but if you can get enough flyers out, this is the win condition for that deck. Giving all your creatures with flying +3/+3 when you Encore, if you still have 3 opponents out, that's good. For 6 mana, that is a win condition that you want. Yeah, card seems good. Play unlimited, and if you're doing the flying tribal, stick it in that as well. So the last card we have right now, before I do a refresh on MCG Goldfish, is Gilandra, Caller of Wireword, 2 and a green for a legendary creature, elf druid. It is a 1/2 with partner. It has a activated ability, tap and add green. When you spend this mana to cast a spell with converted mana cost 6 or greater, draw a card. So this is obviously decent in a big mana deck. As a dog, it probably goes in every green limited deck. Like, you will just run this, I think. It doesn't necessarily have to be the commander. Couple of cards that we've seen care about 6 or greater mana. That might be a theme in like green-blue, I think, maybe. But I'm not sure what you'd partner this with. Probably something that wants to ramp up big dumb stuff. So yeah, green-blue. The green is the ramp, the blue is the card draw, maybe in green-red, because you can just do the smashy, facey stuff. But yeah, seems like a decent card. Okay, everyone, that is everything that we have right now. We're just going to give a quick refresh. Yeah, that's everything right now. We'll be back tomorrow with another one of these videos. Anything we've missed today, we'll get out and talk about it then. But thank you very much for watching, everyone. A couple of instant deck techs gone up on the channel. Check them out. They seem to be doing really well. So again, thank you all very much for watching. It's really appreciated. Much love to you all out there. So with that, I will see you all tomorrow. Goodbye, everyone. Have a good evening.